Hey everyone, Meinke from MLive.com, joined by Justin Rogers. It feels like the draft just wrapped up, Justin. We were in this room, it feels like just a couple of days ago, and already Lions are back to work, back on the practice fields here at Allen Park for the first day of rookie minicamp. And I don't think minicamp is what people think it is, at least for
Toboggans
us.
and candle making.
I wasn't going to go there. But we only see 20 minutes or so of practice. We are not gaining a whole lot of useful information.
Right.
And even Caldwell, when we talked to him after practice, he tempered any kind of analysis of what he saw, saying it's only been one day, and he didn't really want to talk about the guys and how they looked. But having said all of that, with what little we know about what actually happened, Justin, what was your big takeaway from day one?
It's indoctrination. They want to flood these guys with the protocols of the team, the practice habits, the playbook. I think they almost want to overwhelm them with data, to really test their mettle, if you will. Some of the guys are adjusting to maybe not new positions, but quirks to what they did. We got Tomlinson, the first round pick, switching from right to left guard. We've got Amir Abdullah given a punt return to whirl, which he hasn't done for several years. So more than anything, it's just about getting them ready for the chaotic life to come before the veterans get into the building.
Yeah, Tomlinson, the first round pick, had talked a little bit about that, just how intensive that it's been, the program's been, and we asked him what he's trying to do, and obviously he's making that move from right guard to left guard, which includes adjustments to his technique, his footing, his steps, all that kind of stuff. But he said, what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to impress the coaches with how much information I can download, which I thought was kind of an interesting turn of phrase. But obviously, a smart dude from Duke, and I think that speaks to just how much information the coaches are throwing at these guys. I think they get 2 meetings per day with them, and plus they're on the practice field. When we talked to Caldwell, he said that David Cutcliffe, the head coach from Duke, had texted him at like 1 or 1:30 in the morning after the first round and said Tomlinson's the kind of guy you can build a program around, the kind of guy that can help a coach keep his job, which I thought was kind of interesting.
I don't think a guard has ever kept a coach in his position, but hey, I mean if that's a ringing endorsement from your college coach, and I know that Duke program has been built from ashes into something very meaningful behind some offensive line players there. So he is speaking from.
Dallas has done a few good things with guys up front.
For sure. And Tony Romo suddenly looks like an MVP caliber player.
But yeah, I think that it's pretty apparent what the Lions are trying to do. They're trying to build from that offensive line out. And so today was our first kind of view of the offensive line. Tomlinson, when we were there, we saw Caldwell during the 20 minutes, again, only 20 minutes of practice that we saw, but Caldwell was overseeing the offensive line pretty carefully when we first got there, and they were going through some drills, and man, Corey Robinson is a big man, the 7th round tackle.
And he's actually, about 10% smaller than what he was when he finished his college career, so yeah. The one thing I'd say is, in all due respect, I think the tight end position is a very difficult one to learn, maybe second behind only quarterback. But Eric Ebron seemed very overwhelmed last year. He adopted the line, I'm crunching on my Advil in the team meetings to deal with this massive headache. I don't sense that overwhelming feeling from the guys, at least we talked today with Amir Abdullah and Laken Tomlinson. This group, which we've already acknowledged, is incredibly smart. They've come from Duke. They've come from Stanford. Corey Robinson had a 40 on his one look. I mean, it's a really, really bright group. I think they're processing the information, and I kind of expect Caldwell and company to push them even harder because of that.
Yeah, not a lot of news to come out of the first day. Caldwell did say he's been keeping in contact with James Ahedibo. Hope he's back as soon as possible.
T.J. Jones is medically cleared.
Right, exactly. Would not comment on La'el Collins or the Lions' pursuit or lack thereof of Collins. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Fear of tampering.
Yeah. That's what we got. Not a lot of news out of day one, but it's the start of 2015. I think officially it's nice to be back on the practice fields and to see these guys. And we'll be back on Saturday, same time, 3 to 5:30 practice, and then Sunday morning. For Justin Rogers, I'm Kyle Meinke. We are MLive. Keep it right here.